Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter, North and South Node, fam. Love, like, share, subscribe if you haven't already. Gang, I love and appreciate every single one of you that are right here helping to build the Soul Tribe family on YouTube. Shout out to everybody. Thank you guys a trillion times for sharing your energy, being right here, fam. So I'm feeling like this is a past person. Fam, whoever this past person, King of Cups, that y'all let go of, that are in separation from, they are reminiscing and being so obsessive about the times that you guys have shared, the energy and time, and I'm hearing central energies that y'all have shared together. They are so obsessed over looking at your social media, reading old text messages. They are stuck on you. They are stuck on the fact that you let go or you walked away. And so it's forced them to just be in this outdated thinking of in their head about not letting you go or not letting this relationship go. They know that you no longer want them. With the Lovers and Queen of Wands, they are starting to see that you have given up, you no longer have love the way that you gave love to them in the beginning. And so this put them in the hermit mode where they haven't been doing the work when it comes to healing themselves. So this is why they pushed you away, is what I'm hearing. This is why you let go, because you saw that they weren't doing the work, especially being in the hermit mode. The certain type of work that they were doing was very egotistical, very lustful, very toxic. It's just outdated, replaying past old events that has happened in their life. But deep down, you saw love in this person. Deep down, you know that this person cared about you, but they just had a lot of baggage and shit that they were bound to when you met them. And so they're starting to recognize and see that this is what pushed you away. This is why you guys are no longer together. And they could have called you wifey before, or they see you and have seen you as wifey material. And so whatever has been causing your past person to be stuck and bound to just old ways of thinking, replaying shit over their heads about their past, this is what pushed you away. And this is what has caused them to see that their money wasn't where they're at, wasn't where they wanted to be, or where they wanted it to be. It's hard for me to express these words right now, because they felt like they didn't have enough to offer you. Yeah, look at this. With the cards coming up sideways, Nine of Cups. Yeah, look at this. Yeah. They felt like they didn't have enough to offer you because they put you on such a high pedestal of you are this wifey material. But them being stuck in their mind about old shit that happened to them in the past. Yeah, look. Is what caused you to move away. It's what caused you to go and set a whole new love life for yourself. Go and find a whole new love life for yourself. They missed out on this opportunity to be with you. God, your ancestors, the universe, put you in this divine path to run into your person, to meet your person. But they were so stuck and bound in this karmic loop, this karmic cycle, where they truly had love for you and you truly had love for them, but it wasn't a space and time for you guys to fully be together because of circumstances and because of the karmic cycle and karmic loop that your past person was stuck in. And so this is why it had to end. And the other thing that I'm seeing on the cards as well, you could have been married to this person. You could have had built a established and happy home for whatever it was you were giving, and you both were in this marriage, is what I'm seeing, a long committed relationship, a 10-year relationship that was built off of lust, that was built off of low vibrational energy. And it ended. This is what caused you to move away from this relationship. Yeah. And so your past person has been thinking about this. They were replaying old events that you guys shared and all of that. But you moved away from this connection. You decided for yourself that I want something new. I want something better for myself. Yeah. Because there wasn't anything that was fulfilling. It was all low vibrational. It was all toxic. It was just unhealthy. And so it had to end. This chapter of your life, of the love life, of this marriage had to end. And so this is what pushed you forward into building a new life, new love for yourself, or for the both of you. But this foundation had to be broken because it was built off of a dark, devilish foundation that will only last for a certain amount of time because it's only fueling the ego and not the soul. And so this is why you guys went through this toxic karmic loop, toxic karmic cycle of lusting when it comes to materialistic things, being very materialistic. And so this had to end, and it forced you or your person to go into hermit mode to understand why this needed to shift or why it needed to end. But your person's overthinking and replaying all these events that you guys had shared together. But you're now in a healthier space when it comes to your love. Yeah, King of Coins. You're working on your money. You're working on your money. You're working on getting that bag. You're working on what it is that you want when it comes to love. Because you want to be in a space now where you want to, you want to provide for the person that you want in your life. You no longer want it to be this struggle of, you no longer want it to be this lustful energy of low vibrational energy. You want it to be in a solid foundation. You want it to where there is that reciprocity, that give and take. There is that solid foundation of loving each other, of being able to come home and to a happy home is what I'm hearing. You want to put yourself, and you are putting yourself in a financially more stable position to where you can offer not just yourself, but your partner in this new chapter of your love life. You want to offer them that abundance, that financial stability. When you could have, and it seems like, because in the past you were, it was being taken from you. There wasn't a reciprocity. There's a lot of money being tossed is what I'm hearing. And there's a lot of just moments of you being in those dark spaces of there's just too much chaos. There's just too much stress. There's just too much devilish, low vibrational shit that affected you emotionally and affected your finances. And so this had to end. This chapter had to end. And it ended poorly is what I'm hearing. And so now it's forced you into this healthier version of yourself, of this healthier way of loving is what I'm hearing. 23 could be significant as that popped over like that. 6, 5. I don't know why I said 6. 5, 7, 4. Could be birthdays. It could be birthday months. However that resonates for you guys. But this is what has brought you justice, moving and cutting ties from this past marriage, this past relationship, your past person. And so you're in this building stage of your finances and love is what I'm hearing as I'm repeating that. Yeah. And so it's putting you in such a healthier, look, you're getting, yeah, look at this. Holy shit, fam. You cutting ties with this past marriage relationship, it's now pushing you in your emperor position. It's now fueling your passions. You're now being motivated on what it is that you want. You're now being more discerning when it comes to how you're sharing your time, money, and your energy to just anybody. When before you were overgiving, overpouring to people that weren't bringing that reciprocity. So now you're being very discerning, and now you are standing in your power, and it's bringing you so much love. And there's this glow about you now, because there's this glow and this passion about you now. You have fire in your chart: Aries, Leo, Sag, Libra, Scorpio showing up, Capricorn. But you're now in this position where there's this glow, there's this dominant emperor, beautiful energy about you that has put your person from the past in remorse, is what I'm hearing, replaying old events and reminiscing about what they lost. Now that you got this glow up, baby, now that you are pouring and loving on you and pouring into your inner child too, especially, this is what's bringing you more of that emotional stability, that justice within yourself, because you're loving on you, you're nourishing this space of yourself and healing from this traumatic time and era of your life when it came to this past connection. But your person is really going through it in the sense of they're just replaying and overthinking what they lost. And that's the karma that they have to, that is their karma that they have to sit with in this lifetime, is what I heard. Yeah, look, it's defeated them. It's really put them in the ground of just, their soul is no longer there, is what I'm hearing. The way you are shifting and moving for yourself right now is killing that ego, is killing and putting their ego down to rest, is what I'm hearing. Because this was a lustful, egotistical, materialistic relationship. Yeah, it wasn't fulfilling. And your past person isn't fulfilled. And so their finances are fucked, is what I'm hearing. But that's their karma. So this was a karmic contract that you had to let go of, that you had to go and experience. Because it was a karmic contract that you had to clear in this lifetime. So you cleared it. And this is putting your person in their karmic loop that they have to now discover and formulate and continue to be on the journey until they clear their karma. So this karma has nothing to do with you anymore, is what I'm hearing. Because you said, yeah, look, your past person, this Queen of Swords, this ex-wife, is a fucking bitch, is what I heard. Shit. So there could just be some entitlement that they feel about you being in this beautiful phase of your life that they can no longer thrive off of, that they can no longer be a part of. And this is what's putting them in this entitled space of either you owing them assets from whatever you guys built, or however you have to give to them financially. Now that you've taken your power back, now that you are standing in your power and being more discerning and more grounded and not giving to them, this is what's causing them to be in chaos and unfulfilled about the choices and the way that they have and are living their life. Now you're starting to see the true colors of what that relationship was. Damn, fam. Yeah. Because you're so passionate about life and where you're at now that this wifey thing, this ex-wifey thing is no longer happy in the circumstances or the shift that's happening. So you're moving forward beautifully in your abundance and into this next phase and chapter of your life. Because again, you cleared out this karmic contract that is no longer a part of your journey. Ooh. May could be significant. This could have happened in May, or this is your birthday, or however that resonates. 23, right? 5. Look at it. March, E. Could be initials. What else? Love, like, share, subscribe if you haven't already, fam. I hope this message is helping and resonating. Let me know in the comments if it is. 13. Okay, let's get a couple more to close this out. Ooh. Okay. Gemini, Aquarius, Sag, what did we say earlier? 22. This could be you or your person. Ooh, there we go. Okay, 14 and 21, fam. Gang, I love this message for you. I hope this helps and resonates for you guys. Again, let me know in the comments if this does. Love, like, share, subscribe if you haven't already, family. I will tap in with you soon. Peace and so much love.